Want to know what happens when Deadpool fights Deadpool? Welcome to the Complete Story Series, where we take trade paperbacks and single issues and we break them down into digestible bites for you to understand. Then we reduce dramatically back to you. All alterations to the panels, text, and images are to prevent copyright problems, and all art is owned by its respective company. If you haven't been following the Deadpool Kill series, let me catch you up. In our first chapter, Deadpool was admitted to an insane asylum where a villain thought that he could silence the voices in Deadpool's head and make him into a slave. This awakened something inside of Deadpool. Deadpool killed every single superhero in the Marvel Universe. He then began to jump through the multiverse, killing more versions of those same superheroes. But eventually, he learned that it wasn't the superheroes that he needed to kill. It was the very ideas of heroes, and his journey took him through classic tales including Moby Dick, Tom Sawyer, and Sherlock Holmes. Deadpool was stopped eventually by Sherlock Holmes when Sherlock sent him adrift in what is known as the Ideaverse. But the damage was done. The very ideas behind many of the heroes was wiped from existence. But guys, I'm tired of telling you tales of the evil Deadpool from an alternate universe that is literally breaking the fourth wall. Let's go back to my favorite and yours, Deadpool of the real Marvel Universe, the 616. Deadpool leaps into action shooting up a giant robot and the soldiers of Ultimatum while they invade New York. But the robot grabs Deadpool and throws him to the ground, declaring, "Embrace Ultimatum's truth." Deadpool stands up looking around for other superheroes asking, "Where is everyone? To me, my X-Men! Avengers assemble! Holla at you, boy! Somebody?" When suddenly a spaceship with the Deadpool symbol comes crashing into the back of the robot, taking it out. Hey, that's the B. Arthur, Deadpool remembers, and that means it has the Deadpool core! Out of the ship steps multiple versions of Deadpool. Dogpool, Kidpool, Lady Deadpool, oh, and there's two other Deadpools there too. Since neither one of them wants to not be called Deadpool, they begin to fight, but the real Deadpool calls them Gas Mask Deadpool and Golden Age Pulp Deadpool. Problem solved. So this is about to get super crazy with the poolage, so I'm naming every other Deadpool something else. Wade is your homeboy, he's the main 616 guy. He turns to Lady D and asks her, "Slightly sexier version of me, care to explain?" Lady D explains that all of the Deadpools in the multiverse are being targeted, and they are here to get Deadpool into their army. No more time to explain, they need to go. But Wade stops them. "I can't go! I need to be here when the Avengers show up so I can take credit!" "Aw, come on, man, you know they ain't gonna give you a medal," Kidpool tells him. "Yeah, I know. Cue the Incredible Hulk sad theme song." Sadly, Wade slowly walks to the B. Arthur, never to be accepted by the Avengers or the X-Men. Never to be a hero, always the clown jokester of our stories. But wait! A laser beam comes out of nowhere roasting the gas mask Deadpool. Wade looks up to see Bondage Pool riding on a Deadpool Goblin glider. Without wasting any time, he leaps into action slicing the Pool Goblin glider in half, dropping Bondage Pool onto the ground. And as he jumps in to finish off Bondage Pool teleports away, shoving a chainsaw through Wade's chest. "Oh man! Chainsaw senses tingling," Wade says as he drops to his knees. Out of nowhere, Dogpool leaps in onto Bondage Pool, but our leathery villain turns and roasts Dogpool, killing him, while Wade takes this chance to grab the teleporter and make it teleport half of Bondage Pool's body away, cutting him literally in half. He then uses Bondage Pool's gun to finish off the other half of him by roasting it. Lady D calls to him, "There will be others, we have to get out of here." And as Wade enters the ship, Pulp Deadpool tells him, "You're lucky you're alive, we've gone to multiple realities and every Deadpool's been dead." "Why would anyone want to kill Deadpools?" Wade asks. And behind him, in a booming voice, "I am the Watcher, and the reason they are killing all of the Deadpools is because this is one man's crusade to obliterate existence, and Deadpool is the start of everything in the universe." Elsewhere in the multiverse, Deadpool, the evil Deadpool that started this whole event, stands before his followers. "Thank you to all of you who have taken the righteous path and are assisting in the ending of all existence." While there are a lot of Deadpool versions in this location, only one truly matters. The patchworked together evil Wade, the evil twin of our 616 hero. Back on the B. Arthur, our heroes of the Deadpool Corps come to a crash landing on their secret hideout, a carnival. As Lady D leads the way to introduce Deadpool to the other Deadpools fighting for what's right, Wade asks what's the deal with the Watcher. Why is he helping? The Watcher overhears it and he explains. "Yes, it is true that as a Watcher I am not allowed to interfere, but I am the watcher of Deadpools, and it is my job to watch all of you. I've grown to gain an appreciation for all things related to the merc with the mouth. So once one of you began to murder all of the rest, I needed to step in. So after watching the Deadpool channel all the time, you went mushy between the ears. I got it, Wade says as they enter the circus tent to find every Deadpool there dead. They found our base of operations, Lady D declares, and Kidpool runs over to one of the guys that has a sword in his chest. If we just remove one of these, they can regenerate! And beneath it, he hears an explosive going off. Oh man, I'm gonna go out like this? Dogpool, I'll be with you soon, buddy. The rest of the Deadpool Corps runs out of the tent, saving themselves as Kidpool goes up with all of the other Deadpool bodies. As Wade gets up, he sees the murderers in front of him. Evil Wade is leading the group of killers. Hey guys, can't we all just sit down and chat over a few chimichangas? And Cyborg Deadpool gives the answer. This unit does not consume chimichangas. Okay, you die first. So the battle begins with Pandapool vaulting into attack, and each one of them takes a target, but the fight that matters is Wade versus Evil Wade. They punch, they kick, they bite, and eventually, Wade gets Evil Wade into a headlock, while the Deadpool Watcher is spouting exposition. Wade and Evil Wade both call out to him, "Are you just gonna stand there, or are you gonna help?" And Wade looks down to his headlocked prisoner. Wait. He then throws Evil Wade aside as he marches over to the Deadpool Watcher. "You're a double agent?" The Deadpool Watcher gets a little shy about it. "How can I pick the best? You're all just so cool!" But both of them are distracted by what appears to be rain, because as Wade turns around, he sees that it is actually the headless pulp Deadpool squirting blood, and Evil Wade is singing in the rain. Wade forgets about the Watcher and he goes back to the killing by gutting Evil Deadpool, and as he prepares to shove his sword into his head, a rather ominous shadow appears overhead. Galactus Pool has entered the battlefield. This is a suicide mission, Wade, and we're gonna die regardless, so I figured I'd go out with a bang. Shut up, Wade says as he kicks Evil Wade. If I'm half as annoying as you are, there's no wonder that Match.com keeps rejecting my profile. Wade then begins to strangle and punch his evil doppelganger, while Lady Deadpool is pulled out of the way of destruction from Galactus Pool by the Watcher. "I needed to save you, Wanda Wilson. You're my favorite." She gets back up and calls over to Wade. "Come on, we're running out of time." But he's a little busy stomping on Evil Wade's head. "This is for issue 49! Eventually, Wade joins Lady D and Pandapool, the only survivors, as they go into her secret armory. They load up on some weapons and exit, and she gives the Watcher a French kiss as she climbs into the B. Arthur. "Where are you going, Lady D?" Wade calls out, but she's not listening. "This is where her destiny diverges from your own, Wade. She needs to stop this planet from being consumed by Galactus Pool." Wade and Pandapool watch as Lady D flies the B. Arthur into the mouth of the giant Galactus Pool, destroying it with the multidimensional drives that are on the ship. With the loss of the ship, they also lost their method of multidimensional travel, so the Watcher grabs Pandapool and Wade and he warps them to the nearest multidimensional nexus. But as they warp into the Savage Land, Wade politely informs the Watcher, "This is where superheroes go to get eaten. But I guess I'm not a superhero. I mean, this is a version of me killing other versions of me to ensure the multiverse dies." "There is a small chance, Wade. It all comes down to you hunting the evil Deadpool. Behold," the Watcher declares, only then to realize that he's pointing at a hole in the ground. "The Nexus is burned up. Use of the Nexus has come at a great cost." Wade kneels down. "Why do all the important things come with a great cost? I saved forever when I was a kid to get the Millennium Falcon, but once I bought it, it broke when I bashed little Joey's head with it. I have an answer to our problem. Prepare yourself, Deadpools. I will recharge this Nexus with the power of a cosmic entity." With that, Wade and Pandapool look on as the Deadpool Watcher kills himself to reopen the Nexus. And they step in to their final destination to end this. They step into a world surrounded by Deadpools. Holy Deadpool Lollapalooza! Preparing for the worst, they're a little surprised when out of nowhere, shots are fired and every Deadpool is murdered. Except for our heroes, because the cavalry has arrived. Teaming up with the Samurai Deadpool, Grootpool, Knight Deadpool, and Chibipool, Wade and Pandapool begin to approach the Baxter Building of this world where the evil Deadpool is holding up. Their trek is long and mighty, involving many deaths, sometimes enemies like Sharkpool, and sometimes friends like Pandapool. But by the time that Wade gets to the tower, there are only two Deadpools in existence, Wade and the evil Deadpool that started all of this. As Wade enters the building, evil Deadpool eyes him. "We're at the end of the road, you and me. We're the last, and once we're gone, the multiverse will vanish. It'll all come crashing down. Everything will die. The lambs will stop screaming. Game over, man!" So this is all some kind of weird suicide pact, Wade asks? And they begin their battle. Evil Deadpool continues. I know it's hard to see as I try to cut your head off, but I'm not the villain here. Continuity is. It has us all trapped. And Wade dodges the initial attacks, asking him, I've heard that I'm some kind of self-aware creator of all things multiversal baby daddy before. But if we're so high and mighty, why don't we just fix it without killing everyone? Can't we dream up a better life? Evil Deadpool grits his teeth. We both know why. Your subconscious won't let you. You hate yourself far too much. I won't allow myself to regenerate so that we can end this. You can do the same thing. You can free yourself, but you're just too busy keeping your uniform so pimp. Didn't you start this little escapade with a chainsaw on your chest? Your clothes don't even look the least bit bloody. You must be a whiz with that shout wipe and some thread. Wade stops and he looks at his chest. No, wait, I changed, didn't I? Evil Deadpool reels back in pain for some reason. Nothing changes. The continuity won't let you. Wade kneels down in front of the Evil Deadpool. What's the problem with the status quo? That's how I get girls. Between panels though, somehow, a knife appears inside of Evil Deadpool's chest. So now, I want you to ask yourself, did I stab you in the heart while we were wrestling? Or did I just make that knife appear with the power of my mind? Keeping yourself from healing is a neat trick, but it doesn't mean that you control reality. That just means you're stubborn. How do you know that you're not healing right now? Because I'm making it happen with the cosmic forces at my beck and call. Evil Deadpool looks down at his chest and sees that it's healed. No! We can make things better. We don't need to murder. Think of me as your Jiminy Cricket, Wade says as he pats Evil Deadpool on the back. But all those people, I killed so many trying to set them free. And then, Wade cuts his head off. The multiverse may have forgiven you, but not me. You killed my friends. You don't get a pass. Wade gets up and he douses Evil Deadpool with a universal acid to prevent him from healing. And then he begins to walk away patting his clothes as he asks himself, I did change clothes, didn't I? Who cares? Last Deadpool standing, represent! Now, how do I get home? That brings us to the end of the Deadpool trilogy, which basically states that the 616 Deadpool is the only one left. Thank you guys for joining us and let us know in the comments what you thought about this whole trilogy. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Reddit, and sub to our other channels. Everything is in the description. All of the relative links are in the description down below. Can't believe I said that in the first take. Now it's time for me to get some chimichangas. I have a weird craving for them.